Alright, let's start with talking to everyone again. Let's talk to Stem first.
Yes.
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Actually, never mind.
Very well.
Let's go.
As you wish.
Well, that was the quickest conversation I've ever had in my life. Let's talk to good old Zeb.
Here I am.
I want to discuss something personal.
Oh, this should be good. What would you like to discuss?
Never mind. Why is it the only times they let me ask something personal, it's like, hey, can you get the fuck out of my face? Like, care to answer some questions?
Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
Do you actually enjoy being an assassin?
And why not? There are many things to enjoy about being a crow in Antiva. You are respected, you are feared. The authorities go out of their way to overlook your trespasses. Even the rewards are nothing to turn your nose up at. As for the killing part, well, some people simply need assassinating. Or do you disagree?
Well, I don't disagree. Some bitches are bitches. You never killed an innocent?
Now there's an interesting word, innocent. How many men do you know who can claim to be truly innocent? But if you're talking generalities, such as children and relatives and bystanders and such, never on purpose. But it happens. It's unfortunate, but death comes to us all. If not me, then some wasting disease, or a fall down the stairs, or at the hands of a darkspawn. It's all relative in the end.
Well, I agree with him. Potato, shut your barking ass up. I'm trying to have a meaningful conversation. I suppose that's true.
Death happens, as we like to say. And when I get paid for it, death happens more often. As far as enjoying the act of killing itself, why not? There is a certain artistry to the deed, the pleasure of sinking your blade into their flesh and knowing that their life is in your hands.
Well, that's poetic. The way I envision my character is she has like a bit of a hero complex. At the same time, with the dialogue options I've been doing, I can definitely see her being like in between this. So I'm gonna say I know what you mean.
There are many things I did not enjoy about being a crow, of course. Having no choice, being treated as an expendable commodity, the rules, oh, so many rules. But simply being an assassin, I like it just fine. I will continue to do it if I can, even if I am not a crow. Honestly, could you picture me doing something else?
Yeah, why not? You can do whatever you like.
Whereas I am content merely doing what I happen to be good at. It's a talent that not many come by, honestly. I don't see why I need not pursue it. Of course, all these thoughts are moot. Chances are still good that you and I will perish, eaten by darkspawn or slain by the crows at some point. Very gruesomely, I imagine. But it is pleasant enough to chat about. Come, let's move on while our boots still have some wear in them.
Tell me a little bit about Antiva.
Oh, you wish to know about Antiva, do you? The only way to truly appreciate it would be to go there. It is a warm place, not cold and harsh like this Ferelden. In Antiva it rains often, but the flowers are always in bloom. Or so the saying goes.
Don't you want to go back?
It's not really a matter of wanting to go back. I cannot go. At least not yet. I hail from the glorious Antiva city, home to the royal palace. It is a glittering gem amidst the sand, my Antiva city. Do you come from someplace comparable?
I'm not from any glittering gem, no.
No? That is too bad. If you were, then surely you would spend as much time boasting about it as I do. You know what is most odd? We speak of my homeland, and for all its wine and its dark-haired beauties and the lilo flutes of the minstrels, I miss the leather the most.
This I have to hear.
I mean the smell. For years, I lived in a tiny apartment near Antiva City's leather-making district, in a building where the crows stored their youngest recruits, packed in like crates. I grew accustomed to the stench, even though the humans complained of it constantly. To this day, the smell of fresh leather is what reminds me most of home more than anything else.
You sound like you've been away from home forever.
Oh, not so long, I know. It is my first time away from Antiva, however, and the thought of never returning makes me think of it constantly. Before I left, I was tempted to spend what little coin I possessed on leather boots I spotted in a store window. Finest Antivan leather. Perfect craftsmanship. But I was a fool to leave them. I thought, Zevran, you can buy them when you return as a reward for a job well done. More the fool I, no?
Your home is still there, Zephyron.
True, and it's a comforting thought. One simply never knows what is to come next. How could I have suspected I would end up defeated by a Grey Warden, and then spared my life to fight the Darkspawn? I could not.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Even Grey Wardens who spare the lives of assassins? Understood. Now, if it is all the same to you, I would prefer not to speak more of Antiva. It makes me wistful and hungry for a proper meal.
So Zev, there's a little thing that I have for you. You would definitely appreciate this. So, you're welcome in advance. I'm the best person ever. Yeah, we know. Here you go.
That smell. This is Antivan leather, isn't it? I would know that anywhere. I don't know how you found it, but thank you.
What are you waiting for? Try them on.
But I'm not finished admiring them yet. Can you smell that? Like rotting flesh. Just like back in Antiva City. Now, if only you could find me a prostitute or two, a bowl of fish chowder, and a corrupt politician, I'd really feel like I was home. And they fit as well. Marvelous.
We best friends. You and me, besties. Oh my god.
I've a question, if I may.
Go ahead.
Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to serve you, yes? And I understand the quest you're on, and this is all very fine and well. My question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity.
Well, obviously, I know you're trying to kill me, but I'm kind of cool with that or whatever. You had a job to do. I'm personally not offended, right? So I don't think it would be out of character for me to let you do whatever the hell you want. I give you some boots, so apparently everyone in this damn party likes shoes for some reason. Like Leliana over there. You could go if you wanted.
Could I? And what if I didn't wish to leave?
I want to ask why, but I can't pass this up. I could always use a friend.
Indeed. I might even be glad to call myself such, come to think of it. It is good to know what my options might be, but that is for another time. For now, we have much to do, yes?
I'm very sad right now because my ship just cut off and I missed all the great conversations we went in my recording. It's just so sad. But basically, we're like besties and she did tell me about her personal quest, which was her regret. Which is about the first pupil she took under her wing, an elf named Anarin. She was quite harsh on him and drove him away from the circle. Anarin spoke often of Dalish elves and dreamed of finding them. However, Wynn believes that he never managed to find them, and that he was hunted down and killed by Templars. I just want to say that the story building and the character building in this game is like 10 out of 10. Like literally 10 out of 10. She was literally my therapist for a solid 20 minutes. I love Wynn. She's like my mom, so... She tells me bedtime stories. She talks to me about death and failures and regrets, and honestly, she's my homegirl. So, next up, we got Alistair. What changes about you after the joining?
You mean other than becoming a Grey Warden?
I feel like I asked him this. You've been a Grey Warden longer than I have.
You know, I asked Duncan this too, and all I got was, "You'll see."
He wouldn't tell you?
Oh, it's not that Duncan wants to keep it a secret. It's just that the Grey Wardens don't discuss it much. I gather it's not a pleasant topic. The first change I noticed was an increase in appetite. I used to get up in the middle of the night and raid the castle larder. I thought I was starving. I'd slurp down every dinner like it was my last. My face all covered in gravy. When I'd look up, the other Grey Wardens would stare, then laugh themselves to tears.
I haven't felt anything like that.
Really? Because I was watching you wolf down food the other day, and I thought, ooh, it's a good thing she gets a lot of exercise.
What can I say? I'm a growing girl.
I'll say. I didn't mean it like that. No, don't hit me. I bruise easily. Oh, and then there were the nightmares. Duncan said it was part of how we sense the Darkspawn. We tap into their, well, I don't know what you call it, their group mind. And when we sleep, it's even worse. You learn to block it out after a while, but at first it's hard. It's supposed to be worse for those who join during a blight. How is it for you?
Nightmares. Yes, I know what you mean.
Some people never have much trouble, but that's rare. Others have trouble sleeping their entire life. They're just more sensitive, I suppose. Everyone ends up the same, though. Once you reach a certain age, the real nightmares come. That's how a Grey Warden knows his time has come.
His time has come.
Oh, that's right. We never had time to tell you that part, did we? Well, in addition to all the other wonderful things about being a Grey Warden, you don't need to worry about dying from old age. You've got 30 years to live, give or take. The taint, it's a death sentence. Ultimately, your body won't be able to take it. When the time comes, most Grey Wardens go to Orzammar and die in battle rather than waiting. It's tradition.
Man, what the fuck? I was thinking I'd die of old age with Leliana, so I'm going to die.
We're all going to die. When Duncan told me, I was angry. He put his hand on my shoulder and said this. It's not how you die that's important. It's how you live. And you wondered why we kept the joining a secret from the new recruits. And there you have it.
Love how they told me that before I fucking drank tank, by the way. Appreciate that. Anyway, seems like a high price to pay.
I suppose it is. We're the only ones who can stop the Blight, however. Is there a price too high to pay for that? You know, Duncan, he started having the nightmares again. He told me that in private. He said it wouldn't be long before he'd go to Orzammar himself. I guess he got what he wanted. I just wish it had been something worthy of him.
You will be remembered, Alistair, as will the others.
I know. Ending the Blight should make this all worthwhile, right?
What was it like to be a Grey Warden with all the others?
I didn't know them for very long. But I guess it was longer than you. You never met them all, did you? They were quite a group. Actually, they felt like an extended family, since we were all cut off from our former lives. We also laughed more than you'd think. There was this one time... Well, you probably don't want to hear stories about men you didn't know.
Weren't there any women? I'm kidding. No, I'd like to hear about them.
There was one Grey Warden who came all the way from the Anderfells. What was his name? It was Gregor... He was a burly man with the biggest, fuzziest beard you've ever seen. And the man could drink. He drank all the time, but he never got drunk. Finally, we all made a pool to see just how many pints it would take to put him under the table.
Just one of the boys. Crack a cold one. Sounds like you had a lot of fun.
Sometimes. We were kin of a sort. All of us had gone through the joining, so we knew... Well, anyhow. It doesn't have to be deadly serious all the time. Anyhow, we never did find out. He said he'd drink a pint for every half pint that the rest of us drank. He was still going by the time the rest of us were passed out. I'm told that Duncan walked in later on and saw us all passed out from one end of the hall to the other, and Gregor still drinking. Duncan laughed until he nearly...
I'm sorry. This must be hard for you.
Yes, I suppose so. I thought I was done with this, but it just struck me that I have nothing to remember Duncan by. Nothing at all. There's no body, not even a token of his that I could take with me. That must sound really stupid to you.
Not at all.
I just would have liked something of his to take with me, that's all. Well, there's no use in moaning about it, is there? He's gone. Let's just go.
Well, apparently I have all this Alistair dialogue that I missed out on.
I'm wondering something. I'd like to know your thoughts about some of our traveling companions. Do you mind if I ask?
Alright, Alistair, alright. You want to know about me and Leliana? That's what you want to know. Time for some juicy gossip, I take it?
I've got this nefarious plan to go around to each of them and secretly tell them all the nasty things you said. That way they'll mutiny and I shall become the group leader.
I'm screwed, y'all. I'm screwed. He's gonna fucking do it. Oh my god. Very cute. So you know, I'm laughing at you, not with you.
Ouch, now I'm wounded. Look at me, bleeding all over the place. You're just not very nice, are you? Seriously though, I'm only curious. I've had enough time to form my own opinions, and I just want to see if yours are any different.
Who do you want to ask about?
Zevran, the elf. You can't trust him, can you? Do you believe his so-called vow?
But we're homies. I gave him some fucking leather boots, man. We is homies. Yes, I actually do.
Really? Why? That's a lot of trust to put in someone who tried to kill you.
I'm willing to give him a chance.
Well, if you are, then maybe I should too. But that doesn't mean I won't keep an eye on him. He's just too shifty. What about Sten? The way he looks at me with those eyes. Creepy. And he's so quiet for someone so big.
Alistair, you be talking more shit than I am. He's dedicated. I'll give him that.
Yet he doesn't seem quite so bad as the Chantry tells us. According to them, his philosophy is vile and evil. Yet he seems so reasonable. And yet, he killed all those people. He doesn't even deny it. Doesn't that bother you?
Oh, it definitely does. I don't even know why he did it, to be honest. Like, what was his intention? Like, I want to get through that story because I feel like it's not exactly as how he tells it, but he seems to regret what he did.
I'm not so sure that his regret means the same as it would for us. The Kunari sense of honor is a bit hard to grasp. For me, anyway. What about Leliana? Is she crazy? Or do you really believe in her vision?
Well, it could be true. Who's to say it isn't?
Maybe you're right. It's not as if she could have known that we needed help so desperately after all. Yet, there she was. I noticed that you and her have become close. Am I right? The rest of us have talked about it.
Oh, hell yeah, we became close. Hell yeah, we did. You saw it. You saw it, Alistair. You saw it. You talk about us?
You think we have better things to do than gossip about you? You give us far too much credit. Is it true or not?
Yes, we have a connection.
I thought so. Well, I hope you know what you're doing. I don't know what to make of her. If you look at her when she doesn't see you, she just looks so sad. I almost feel guilty taking her away from her life.
It was her choice.
Yes, I know. Still, I feel badly for her. Morrigan, do you trust her? Think about it. Maybe Flemeth sent her with us for some other reason than she said.
Nah, I'm about to... Listen, bro, we about to kill that bitch in a second, alright? I'm about to go skittle-daddle to her tent and kill her, quote-unquote. So we got a game plan. We is going. Really don't like each other, do you?
Well, aside from the fact that she's a complete and utter bitch, no, don't like her at all. Why, do you?
Fucking bitch. This man is literally, he sounds like Mean Girls right now. Regina George, calm the fuck down, girl. I like her just fine.
Great. I am thrilled beyond words. Now, really. Enough. I think my curiosity is sated. Let's get back to it, shall we?
I think it's so cute that they're gossiping about us. The thing he said, though, about Leliana being all sad when I'm not looking. I mean, I did kind of make her, like, hardened. I think what Leliana wants is she wants to kill these bitches. And she obviously had fun doing it. With the bard life, too. Like, but I think she just wants to settle down. She just wants to settle down. And so do I. I do not want to die in 30 years tops, but we'll see what happens, you know?
Well, aren't you sweet and attentive?
What I wanted to say was, I love you. I love you, and let's go to bed.
I thought you'd never ask.
Well, that's just fucking rude. Don't fuck with Win. She got that goofy ass hat on, bitch. Best of love the what now?
That was interesting. And draining.
What was that? Did you summon the spirit?
I called forth the spirit that sustains me, so that it could lend us aid. I did not realize it would take this much out of me. It seemed a good idea at the time, if a little rash. I think it may have weakened the spirit a little.
So you could kill yourself doing this?
Well, that's certainly conceivable. I suppose I shouldn't be using that particular trick to entertain children at parties.
You were a real jokester, huh? You were a real jokester. Yourself best.
I promise I'll be careful. And thank you. Your concern is touching.
Anytime. Now please stop doing that shit with your hand. It's fucking me up right now.
And so you return. Lovely Morrigan has at last found someone willing to dance to her tune. Such enchanting music she plays, wouldn't you say?
I should dance to your tune instead?
Why dance at all? Why not sing? What has Morrigan told you? What little plan has she hatched this time?
She knows how you extend your unnatural lifespan.
That she does. The question is, do you? Ah, but it is an old, old story. One that Flemeth has heard before, and even told. Let us skip right to the ending, shall we? Do you slay the old wretch as Morrigan bids, or does the tale take a different turn?
Well, might as well hear her out. What do you propose?
Morrigan wishes my grimoire? Take it as a trophy. Tell her I am slain.
And what happens to you?
I go. Perhaps I surprise Morrigan one day. Or I may simply watch. It would be interesting to see what she does with her freedom. Enlightening, even. Would you give an old woman that?
I'm pretty sure she doesn't die. Okay? And I want Morgan to love me. Okay, listen, I cannot fathom Morgan not being my best friend in the whole world. Okay, we got friendship bracelets up in here. Okay, Alistair has one too. He just doesn't know about it. He's too busy acting like Regina George. So, no, forget it.
Shame. What will it be then?
Now you die.
It is a dance poor Flemeth knows well. Let us see if she remembers the steps. Come, she will earn what she takes. I'd have it no other way.
Hey, yo. Bruh. I deadass thought that she was a dragon at first, but she's just a shapeshifter, bro. Oh my god, This bitch a dragon. This bitch is a dragon. Well, that doesn't seem good, does it?
What is this place? It's different from the rest of the ruins.
I don't know, but I'm scared. So, you know, when I'm scared, my instinct is just grab everything I see. Hey, dude, I'm just gonna grab that book over there. Like, okay.
I bid you welcome, Pilgrim.
Who are you?
I am the Guardian, the protector of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. I have waited years for this.
Why have you been here for so long?
It has been my duty, my life, to protect the urn and prepare the way for the faithful who come to revere Andraste. For years beyond counting have I been here, and shall I remain until my task is done and the Imperium has crumbled into the sea.
Well, I don't know. I think this guy might hate me because I kind of killed your father priest guy. So, will your tasks ever be done?
I do not know, and I do not question.
Who are the men who have taken over the rest of the temple?
When my brethren and I carried Andraste from Tevinter to this sanctuary, we vowed to forever revere her memory and guard her. I have watched generations of my brethren take up the mantle of their fathers. For centuries they did this, unwavering, joyful in their appointed task. But now they have lost their way. They have forgotten Andraste, and their promise.
And what about you? Who are you?
I am all that remains of the first disciples. I swore I would protect the urn as long as I lived. And I have lived a very long time.
Yeah, you a ghost. The first disciples? Did you know Andraste?
Did anyone really know her, save the Maker? She would sometimes spend weeks alone in meditation, often without food or water.
I would like to see the urn.
You have come to honor Andraste, and you shall, if you prove yourself worthy.
I need the ashes to cure a nobleman.
Still, you must prove yourself worthy. It is not my place to decide your worthiness. The gauntlet does that. If you are found worthy, you will see the urn and be allowed to take a small pinch of the ashes for yourself. If not...
What is the gauntlet?
The gauntlet tells the true pilgrims from the false. You will undergo 4 tests of faith, and we shall see how your soul fares.
Alright, let's get this over with then.
Before you go, there is something I must ask. I see that the path that led you here was not easy. There is suffering in your past. Your suffering, and the suffering of others. You abandoned your father and mother, leaving them in the hands of Rendon Howe, knowing he would show no mercy. Do you think you failed your parents?
Hey yo. Are you trying to be my therapist right now? No. I had to survive and to tell Fergus that we were betrayed. Oh my god, Fergus. Bro, tell me why I just forgot I had a fucking brother. This whole damn time, I forgot I had a brother. Oh my god, can you imagine? I'm so busy right now. I cannot even think about a brother right now. That bitch is probably dead. No, I had to survive to tell Fergus that we were betrayed.
Then you do not dwell on past mistakes. Neither yours, nor someone else's.
It's easy for others to judge what you've done in hindsight, but it doesn't make it any better.
It is sometimes difficult to see how our actions affect an outcome. But that does not mean our actions had no effect.
What's past is past. Why bring it up and open old wounds?
And what of those that follow you? Alistair, Knight, and Warden. You wonder if things would have been different if you were with Duncan on the battlefield. You could have shielded him from the killing blow. You wonder, don't you, if you should have died and not him?
Yes. If Duncan had been saved and not me, everything would be better. If I just had the chance, maybe I...
Ask your question, Guardian. I am ready.
You are ever the advisor, ready with a word of wisdom. Do you wonder if you spout only platitudes, burned into your mind in the distant past? Perhaps you are only a tool, used to spread the word of the Circle and the Chantry. Does doubt ever chip away at your truths?
You frame the statement in the form of a question, yet you already know our answers. There is no sense in hiding, is there? Yes, I do doubt at times. Only the fool is completely certain of himself.
And you? Why do you say the Maker speaks to you, when all know that the Maker has left? He spoke only to Andraste. Do you believe yourself her equal?
I never said that.
In Orlais, you were someone. In Lothering, you feared you would lose yourself, become a drab sister, and disappear. When your brothers and sisters of the cloister criticized you for what you professed, you were hurt, but you also reveled in it. It made you special. You enjoyed the attention, even if it was negative.
You're saying that I made it up for the attention? I did not. I know what I believe.
The way is open. Good luck, and may you find what you seek.
Why the hell are you bullying my friends like that? Do not bully my friends like that.
Well, aren't you sweet and attentive?
I just want to let you know. Fuck that guy. People.
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
It's not love. It might be dreams. Let's try that one more time.
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to
Yeah, it's
come.
dreams.
Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
Dreams,
A
motherfucker.
dream came upon me as my daughter slumbered beneath my heart. It told of her life, and of her betrayal and death. I am sorrow and regret. I am a mother weeping bitter tears for a daughter she could not save.
Oh. That is very sad. But I fucking nailed that riddle though.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
Might be home. Or death. Let's try it again.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
Oh my god, this is too hard. Well, he's saying he's not a guest or a trespasser. If he was an alien lineage, that would be he's in a guest. For Eldon, he'd be more like in a trespasser or a guest because he's an elf and they don't vibe. Death seems not really related. I think I'm gonna go with home, hopefully.
It was my dream for the people to have a home of their own, where we would have no masters but ourselves. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and thus we followed Andraste against the Imperium. But she was betrayed, and so were we.
Well, that just made me level up. Strength. Next. Ah, Master Coercion. Beautiful. Anyway, I'm doing great at these riddles. Also, my outfit does not match. Like, it really doesn't match. I might steal Alistair's fucking hat, honestly. Oh, Alistair's gonna love this shit. Damn, Alistair, look at that Templar ass shit. Look at you. Look at you. Wow. Isn't that crazy?
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak?
Woman. No, it's not that. Let me hear that again.
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak?
Might be children. Or jealousy. Let me see.
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak?
I think that's jealousy. Only because of the passion thing. And how it's poison. Passion, poison. Jealousy, maybe?
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
Jealousy drove me to betrayal. I was the greatest general of the Alamari. But beside her, I was nothing. Hundreds fell before her on bended knee. They loved her, as did the Maker. I loved her too. But what man can compare with a god?
Yeah, we just casually talking to ghosts, being riddle masters right now. I cannot believe I got 3 in a row. Holy fucking shit.
She wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
Mercy?
She wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
True kings from tyrants makes me think mercy.
Yes, I could not bear the sight of Andraste's suffering, and mercy bade me end her life. I am the penitent sinner, who shows compassion as he hopes compassion will be shown to him.
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword. Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak?
Fire. Let me hear that again.
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword. Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak?
I don't think it's lightning or fire or woman. Just process of elimination there. I think it's too complicated. Like, lightning doesn't kill whole armies. Fire does, but... Let me hear that again.
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword. Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak?
Yeah, it's not lightning, because that shit does not kill full armies. Fire, everyone sees fire. Woman, I mean, they pretty hot, but no. Hunger.
Yes, hunger was the weapon used against the wicked men of the Tevinter Imperium. The Maker kindled the sun's flame, scorching the land. Their crops failed, and their armies could not march. Then he opened the heavens and bade the waters flow, and washed away their filth. I am Kefir, disciple of Andraste and commander of her armies. I saw these things done, and knew the Makers smiled on us.
I need a fucking Oscar. I swear to God, I am not even looking nothing up. I am a damn master. Do you see this shit? In my mismatched fucking outfit with my damn boot plates, I am rocking this shit right now. I mean, if I failed, I would just go back though, because now I need to get them all.
The bones of the world stretch towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak?
Stars.
The bones of the world stretch towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak?
I hear that again.
The bones of the world stretch towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak?
This is really hard, actually. The fact that it says, like, bride greeting her groom makes me think clouds or stars because they're white and it's encompassed by darkness. It's obviously not sheep because it has nothing to do with skies. The mountains, the only thing though is the bones of the world stretch towards the sky's embrace. The bones of the world. Bones? I don't see how that relates to stars or clouds. Stretch towards the sky's embrace, like a bride greeting her groom. I think I'm gonna get this wrong, actually. I want to say stars. I think it might be the mountains because of the bone shit. Plus, we are in the mountains, right?
Yes.
Oh my fucking god,
I carried Andraste's ashes out of Tevinter into the mountains to the east, where she could gaze ever into her Maker's sky. No more fitting a tomb than this could we find.
Dude. I have no words.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. The debt of blood must be paid in full. Of what do I speak?
That's vengeance. It's gotta be vengeance. Like, the fuck, I'm not even...
Yes, my husband Hysarian would have chosen a quick death for Andraste. I made him swear that she would die publicly with her war leaders, that all would know the Imperium's strength. I am justice. I am vengeance. Blood can only be repaid in blood.
Bro, that was easy. I just got that fucking mountain one, so that shit is nothing right now.
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
It's not a fucking coconut. It's not a coconut. Why would it be wind, and why would it be the plague? Actually, it might be the plague. Come on.
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
Okay, I don't think it's the plague, because I don't see how that has to do with a strong man or not. A small lark can carry it. I feel like also since this is all religious and shit, it's probably a tune. I'm gonna go with a tune.
Yes, I was Andraste's dearest friend in childhood, and always we would sing. She celebrated the beauty of life, and all who heard her would be filled with joy. They say the Maker himself was moved by Andraste's song, and then she sang no more of simple things.
I am so fucking hot right now. I just want everyone to know that I am so freaking hot right now. I know I look like this, but
Well, aren't you sweet and attentive?
be proud of me. Please. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that shit. Dad?
My dearest child.
They really put my dad up in here? I wish it were not so, but I know you are dead.
You know that I am gone, and all your prayers and wishes will not bring me back. Pup, I know you miss me, but my death and my life no longer have a hold on you. This is how it should be. Set your eyes on the horizon. Do not look back, and do not falter. You have such a long road ahead of you, and you must be prepared. And so I leave this in your hands. I know you will do great things with it.
Well, thanks, dude. Doesn't matter which way I go, because that would be stupid.
Warden senses change.
Alistair. Leliana. Alyssa. Oh, come the fuck. Well, let's just go for Win, because this bitch is a healer, so.
Cruelty on her face? Is that really what I am?
Well, I wasn't expecting that. And I certainly don't want to go through it again.
That was weird.
These two are having an existential crisis. My man Alistair, that was weird. Leliana,
Hey.
can I? She said, hey. Oh, that's so... Yes, I can use Marjolaine. There we go. Perfect. Lovely. Lovely, lovely.
This looks fun. I bet we'll have to work together and join hands and sing a happy song to get across.
Hey, you see those thingies over on the side of that huge chasm? I bet they're used for something. Maybe I should touch them or stand on them?
Alistair, normal people tend to avoid strange-looking sections of floor thingies, as you say. They tend to be traps.
You don't really think they're traps, do you?
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna stand on a block and see what happens.
Look at that.
Oh.
I don't think it's solid enough to stand on, but it's a start.
Oh. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. Well, this should be easy, right? All we gotta do...
Yes, my friend.
Oh my god, we're homies. We're friends. Oh my god, this is so cute. I love the damn dialogue here. Adorbs. But anyway. Does this side make a difference? No, not
That's
really.
it. That's an actual bridge piece right there. If we can get all the bridge pieces to be solid, we can make it across.
Yeah, I figured that out. Okay. Oh, but you need it to be solid? That makes that one solid.
Stand ready.
Okay. Alright, I just fucked around with it and I made these two solid. Now I have to be careful I don't fall. Which is very hard. Okay, I think I might fall, so let me figure this out first. So that just made it solid. That gets rid of this one. Okay. Okay, I think I figured it out. So basically, these two places represent a solid. So I need to have it so that they fit a solid, right? So the first thing we gotta do is have one person here. One person here. And here. So that's one.
Ready.
Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna write this shit down. There we go.
Andraste only favored the clever, it seems.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I looked that shit up. I did it. I'm sorry, but I could not fuck it up, okay? It was getting too complicated. I know that each side makes it solid, but I started getting worried that because I was on the steps, I was gonna fuck up the order of it. It was too complicated, y'all. I looked it up. I can't even lie to y'all. I looked that shit up. I don't even.
I thought it was a legend. I didn't believe.
Fucking finally! Oh my god. Anyway, as I was saying, I did look this puzzle part up, but I swear to god, I didn't look any those riddles up. That was just my fucking head. You just gotta believe me. You just gotta believe me, okay? The altar is a little more than a dusty stone slab. You can make out an inscription carved into its face. Cast off the trappings of worldly life and cloak yourself in the goodness of spirit. King and slave, lord and beggar, be born anew in the Maker's sight. Remove equipment. Oh! When? Well, you know, I know you're almost dead, Win, but that's a MILF body right there. That's a gilf right there. I cannot, okay. And Alistair has tidy whities on. Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, alright, we're gonna go through this.
You have been through the trials of the gauntlet. You have walked the path of Andraste, and like her, you have been cleansed. You have proven yourself worthy, pilgrim. Approach the sacred ashes.
Please take off that helmet.
I never dreamed I would ever lay my eyes on the urn of sacred ashes. I have no words to express.
I didn't think anyone could succeed in finding Andraste's final resting place. But here she is.
I could not have asked for a greater honor than to be here. I will never forget this feeling.
Oh my gosh, she's real. I feel really awkward for killing that guy now, but he's still crazy and he still wanted to taint the ashes, so we're gonna Is every god real here? Like, is all the elements god real? The Maker is real? Andraste is real? All that shit is real? I wonder what would happen if I brought Morgan. She'd be like, man, let's just kick this shit and go. Could you imagine if I leave the urn alone after doing all that? Take a pinch of the ashes. Leave the urn alone. I don't even deserve that achievement. I fucking cheated in that last thing. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. But the riddles, though, I did that. Okay, I did the riddle. But this thing with the rocks, absolutely not. Hey, brother.
Welcome back. You were gone for quite some time. Well, did you find it?
Show Jen and TV the pouch of ashes.
Is that? Oh, there's some dust on... No, that's not dust. Oh, Maker. I'm not worthy to look upon. What was it like? Coming to the urn, I mean.
To be fair, it was kind of kick-ass. I mean, I literally did meet my father, and I was fighting versions of myself, so nothing has touched me quite so deeply.
You are a very fortunate person. And so am I. Perhaps my research will not seem so much like blasphemy to the Chantry now. We must organize an expedition. There is so much history here, it must be studied. And pilgrims should be allowed to come to the urn.
I don't agree with that. That is not wise. Many will try to exploit this discovery.
But the urn belongs to all the faithful. How can you deny this to them? No, we must share it.
I agree. We cannot withhold this from others. It is not our place.
You have noble intentions, Brother Genitivi. But can you say the same of your brethren in the Chantry?
So everyone comes by and takes some ashes from the urn. Oh, I hope that urn is self-replenishing.
I will spread this good news or die trying.
Oh my god. Listen, I'm not gonna kill him. Not gonna kill him, okay? It's just not gonna happen. With your bald ass head, it's not gonna happen, okay? But he's not right either. So I'm just gonna say if something bad comes of this, it's your fault.
I must return home. I have much to do. If you ever find yourself in Denerim, please visit me. I am not a rich man, but I have a small collection of interesting artifacts, and I do owe you a reward for coming to my rescue. I hope to see you soon, my friend.
Goodbye, urn. You is gone. For real, for real. They're just gonna get their nitty-gritty hands on all this shit. For real. Let's go do this shit. Fucking 10 years later.
You return. Might you have news?
Oh, very good news. I found the urn.
You have? Wonderful. Let us go at once to Eamon's side and see if the urn's healing powers live up to their reputation.
It'd be awkward if it didn't. And also a complete waste of time. That's what's up.
Where am I? Be calm, brother. You have been deathly ill for a very long time. Do you remember nothing?
Tegan? What are you doing here? Where is Isolde?
I am here, my husband.
And Connor? Where is my boy? Where is our son?
He lives, though many others are dead. There is much to tell you, husband.
Dead? Then it was not a dream.
Much has happened since you fell ill, brother. Some of it will not be easy for you to hear.
Then tell me. I wish to hear all of it.
Well, basically, I saved your family. And Connor kind of, he killed a bunch of bitches. So, yeah. Awkward.
This is most troubling. There is much to be done, that is true. But I should first be thankful to those who have done so much. Grey Warden, you have not only saved my life, but kept my family safe as well. I am in your debt. Will you permit me to offer you a reward for your service?
Well, Yes. I need your help against the Blight. That will do.
I understand, but regardless of your motivations, I feel you are worthy of a reward. I would like to honor your efforts. Nothing more.
Well, if you wish.
Then allow me to declare you and those traveling with you champions of Redcliffe. You will always be a welcome guest within these halls. And for you, Warden, a shield of the same make as those that have been given to our finest knights.
Thank you, Your Grace.
We should speak of Loghain, brother. There is no telling what he will do once he learns of your recovery.
Loghain instigates a civil war even though the Darkspawn are on our very doorstep. Long I have known him. He is a sensible man, one who never desired power.
I was there when he announced he was taking control of the throne, Eamon. He is mad with ambition, I tell you.
Mad indeed. Mad enough to kill Cailan, to attempt to kill myself and destroy my lands. Whatever happened to him, Loghain must be stopped. What's more, we can scarce afford to fight this war to its bitter end.
What are you proposing, then?
We have no time to wage a campaign against him. Someone must surrender if Ferelden is to have any chance at fighting the Darkspawn.
But once everyone learns what he's done...
I will spread word of Loghain's treachery, both here and against the king. But it will be but a claim made without proof. Those claims will give Loghain's allies pause, but we must combine it with a challenge Loghain cannot ignore. We need someone with a stronger claim to the throne than Loghain's daughter, the Queen.
Are you referring to Alistair, brother? Are you certain?
I would not propose such a thing if we had an alternative, but the unthinkable has occurred.
You intend to put Alistair forward as king.
Tegan and I have a claim through marriage, but we would seem opportunists no better than Loghain. Alistair's claim is by blood.
And what about me? Does anyone care what I want?
You have a responsibility, Alistair. Without you, Loghain wins. I would have to support him for the sake of Ferelden. Is that what you want?
But I... No, my lord.
I see only one way to proceed. I will call for a landsmeet, a gathering of all of Ferelden's nobility in the city of Denerim. There, Ferelden can decide who shall rule, one way or another. Then the business of fighting our true foe can begin. What say you to that, my friend? I do not wish to proceed without your blessing.
What's stopping Loghain from just attacking Redcliffe?
Why do you think he had me poisoned? He wanted me gone without having to confront me directly. If I call for a landsmeet, refusing the compromise and attacking Redcliffe will only support our accusations. I'm sure he'd rather I died from the poison. Had the demon not interfered, that's exactly what would have happened.
Yeah, see, I guess, you know what, Connor, he ended up doing something, you know? Alistair doesn't want to be king. If Alistair's not king, then Loghain is king. And that's pretty fucking bad. Sorry, Alistair, dude. I mean, we'll still be homies, though. You know, at least you'll have friends. Plus, he dies in like 30 years, apparently. So, at least if you're gonna die, you could live in riches. Yeah. Seems we have little choice.
Very well. I will send out the word. But before we proceed, I believe there is the matter of the mage, my son's tutor. He still lives, I understand.
He does. He is in the dungeon, brother.
Have him brought here, Tegan. I wish to see him.
Uh-oh.
Jowan, what you have done is not in question. You tried to assassinate me and set into motion a series of events that nearly destroyed everything I cherish. What have you to say in your own defense?
Nothing, my lord. Other than to say I am sorry. I expect no mercy for what I have done.
I see. Grey Warden, have you anything to say on Jowan's behalf?
Well, he has cooperated willingly, though he has little choice. Well, to be honest, I do think he actually wants to repent. You know, he's a bitch, but he really had no choice. Like, he was gonna fucking die either way, right? So, he seems earnest in his desire to repent.
Oh? That is unexpected. And what would you have me do? As the injured party, my ability to see the merciful path is strained.
I didn't just give him to the circle, right? Give him to the circle of Magi.
True enough, and wisely said. Jowan, I hereby turn you over to the Tower of the Circle of Magi. May the Maker have mercy on your soul.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, back to the matter of the landsmeet. It will take some time to recall my forces and organize our allies. I would prefer to wait until that is done before calling the Landsmeet. In the meantime, I suggest you pursue the remainder of the Grey Warden treaties. We will need all the allies we can get if we are to defeat the Darkspawn Horde.